in Taiping, which is my favourite town in Malaysia. It's a lovely, quiet, historical place tucked into the northern state of Perak. It's known for its history, nature, rain, and a laid-back, easygoing way of life, very different from the bustle of Kuala Lumpur or Penang, which suits me fine. It's historical not just for Malaysians, but for our family. This is Celia's hometown, and she and most of her family members were born and grew up here. And we were married here nearly 35 years ago. It's a very special place for me, and hopefully, if you get to watch the next few videos, you'll see why. And, by the way, some of the food we'll be showing you is the best. Not only in Malaysia, but anywhere. The first thing we went looking for in Taiping was something we'd been craving for a long time. A 5-minute drive southwest of the town centre brought us to Kedai Kopi Loke, home to one very special dish, Char Kway Kak. Char Kway Kak is a stir-fried dish made from rice cakes. It's sometimes confusingly called carrot cake, even though there are no carrots involved at all, as far as I know. What I do know is that it's absolutely delicious. The kind of dish where one plate is never enough. This stall has been a Taiping favourite for decades. The original owner passed the wok to his son a few years ago, and thankfully he trained him well, because it tastes just as good as ever. It's another of those stalls where you have to get there early for fear of him selling out, and that's exactly what happened. So I had to forego my second plate this time, but I think he deserved his rest. It's very good.
Thank you.
See you again. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, it's sweet. After that, we set out on a mission we'd been anticipating for months. For decades, the most famous food in Taiping wasn't in a shop at all. It was curry prawn noodles, the locals call it Taiping Curry Mee, cooked and served right on the pavement in the middle of town. Everyone from Taiping knew it was the best curry mee in, well, the universe. I fell in love with it the first time I tried it, nearly 40 years ago. We even took family and friends there to sit on the pavement and eat it for our wedding breakfast. But several years ago, the vendor passed away. His sons didn't want to take over, and the recipe was lost forever. Or so everyone thought. A little while ago, word began to spread that a woman who used to work for the vendor still had the recipe and was quietly cooking it at a small kopitiam somewhere outside of town. We thought we'd find her at Loke, but she'd already moved on. No one could, or would, tell us where. Oh, yeah. So we went looking. The clues we had were vague at best. Near a 99 speed mart, behind a Malay school, that was all we had. But we were determined, and despite the scorching heat, we found her.
We found it.
She and her daughter were incredibly nice, and it turned out her daughter even knew some of Celia's family. Since we'd already eaten, we arranged to come back the next day. She promised to save some for us.
So we reserve for tomorrow 2 bowls.
Yep.
Extra prawn, extra tau fu.
Extra tofu for me.
Yeah.
Tofu.
Thank you.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
So we we know the location from here.
Hey, that's great.
Found it!
Jesus. Another night of anticipation. I've been craving this taste for about 40 years since I very first had it. But usually in the past I've only been able to eat it like every 3 or 4 years when I visited Taiping, and for the last 15 years I haven't eaten it at all because the original stall's closed. So this is the first taste for all that time. And it is so good. I just can't tell you how good it is. It's not too spicy, it's sweet from the coconut milk. The prawns are a little bit crunchy, they've still got their shells on, but that's okay. They taste really good, really adds to the taste. And these tofu puffs that I always order extra of, when you put them in your mouth they release little bursts of curry that they've soaked up. This is a taste you can only get in Taiping. I'm so happy right now. And Celia is too, I can tell. Is it good? Whatever else happens on our Asian adventure, finding and finally eating the legendary Taiping Curry Mee again will ensure that the whole journey will be worth it. Bye-bye. See you again. Bye-bye. One of the reasons Taiping feels so special is the Lake Gardens. They're the oldest public gardens in Malaysia, created from abandoned tin mining pits, and they sit just steps away from the town centre, which means they're not really a tourist attraction, they're part of everyday life. Covering more than 60 hectares, the gardens never feel crowded, but at any time of day you'll find locals jogging, families picnicking, and couples strolling beneath enormous century-old rain trees. We came across a delightful local fitness session, which came with a reminder that it was the festive season. Spend a little time here and you quickly understand why people fall in love with Taiping, and why so many decide to stay longer than planned, or even forever. On our visits, we had our first proper wildlife encounters: graceful cranes, mischievous monkeys, a baby monitor lizard, followed closely by its very alert mother. And then a reminder that Malaysia is home to much larger creatures too. There's tigers here. There's tigers in that jungle. The Malayan tiger is native to Peninsular Malaysia, but due to poaching and habitat loss, fewer than 150 are believed to remain in the wild. Oh, okay, you've rumbled me. This actually wasn't one of them. But even so, he was a beautiful sight, and it made me desperately hope that the conservation efforts succeed. Taiping also has one of the most vibrant markets we've visited so far. There's so much on offer, and what really stands out is how friendly it feels. Vendors smile, chat, and genuinely wish you well, even when you politely decline their tempting offers. And in a small town like Taiping, you never know who you'll bump into.
Oh, it's my cousin.
Celia's cousin sells homemade curry puffs every morning. When we saw her, she'd already sold out and was packing up. So we came back the next day. Hello. They were really good.
These really are the best curry puffs. You have to come here.
No, I'm not just saying that because she's family. They've been featured on other YouTube channels and gets the same rave reviews. If you're ever in Taiping, make sure you go try them. Taiping is where many of Malaysia's firsts were established. First museum, first railway, first lake gardens. And I'm standing outside All Saints Church, which is the first English church in Perak. It was built in 1883. The stained glass window was installed inside the church in 1911, and thankfully it survived World War II. Also inside is the first pipe organ in Malaysia. And this is Perak Museum, the oldest museum in Malaysia, I believe. If you ever come to Taiping, you have to come here. PSL Goreng Pisang is Taiping's most talked about spot for banana fritters, or goreng pisang. Locals have been eating them for years, drawn by the light, crispy batter and naturally sweet bananas which come from a local farm. The fritters are fried until perfectly golden and crunchy. Inside, the banana is soft and custardy, its sweetness enhanced by the heat. Oh. I see why Mike went 3. There's no need for sugar, sauces or extras. The contrast between crunchy batter and warm banana does all the work. It's one of those simple pleasures that stays with you long after you've left town. Taiping is a charming town and totally walkable. There's fresh air and the people here are the friendliest. It's just a lovely place. In the morning you can have a walk in the lake gardens. Good morning. And then in the evening stroll along its night markets. Such a nice, easy and relaxing town with the best food. Did you see the lizard before? This afternoon, wasn't it?
Morning.
Oh, morning.
No, it came out.
What was I doing then?
You had a call.
Oh, yeah.
Or was it afternoon?
I can't remember now. I don't think I had a call.